And just in the nick of time, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. This is Jason with Signature Esports. A pleasure it is to have you here, live and in charge for the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. Starting grid real quick for you. Nate Cogdale's going to be your pole sitter. John Cialino, the outside pole sitter. Brett Summers and Nathan Somerville will be there in row number 2. Tyler Beverly, Mike Hardish will make up row number 3. Haas Beverly, Robert Timmons, row number 4. Jeremy Talley, Nick Lawrence, row number 5. Justin Rodden and Jared McCauley, row number 6. Moving down, there we are. Row number 7 will be Mark Beverly. The Enforcers, 69. Josh Mayros, Shane Shepard, row 8. Roger Strickland, Mark Cadmore, row 9. And that is your starting grid. Good to see everybody. We had an update for iRacing. And it took a little bit of time, so I had to restart it a couple of times. So it made me a little bit late, but 95 laps for the drivers. As Michigan is always a ton of fun. We like and enjoy this racetrack quite a bit. As now they're going to be going green flag racing, race information, 93 degrees on the track temperature, 2 miles in length, 95 laps, puts them at about 190 miles. 74 degrees on the track temperature means that track's going to cool a little bit over time. Cloudy skies will play a factor into the corners. Cogdale, Summers right behind to the bottom line. Here's that turn 2 camera. We like it, Michigan, because that turn 2 camera is absolutely a blast to watch. Brett Summers. Hopefully I got the link out there. Sorry about the late broadcast. I thought we were going to be good for pre-race and all that stuff, and then it stopped for me a couple of times. So never fun. There they are, 3 and 4 wide back here. 222 of Mike Harnish makes a move into the corner. They're 2x2 from 3rd on back, 4th on back right now. So we watch the 45 of Tyler Beverly squeeze to the inside. Multi-group track high line, usually the preferred line here. There's the 33 of Cialino as you see the Matthews Ford make that slide up the racetrack. Right in front of him, Nathan Somerville. He's back in the mix for the NECRL. 2 of 95 for the drivers as Haas Beverly starts to climb. So draft is going to be important. The new Toyotas in here. I don't know if you saw them, but I did see the new Toyotas in the race. Here they are. With the new update, that's where they are. Yep, look at those. They look amazing. I'm not even a Toyota driver. Nick Lawrence in his Toyota. Look at those things. I'm liking it. They put the new Ford in here. Where are they at? There's yeah, they did. They put the new Ford. I think they put all of the updated truck models in here. Look at them roll. That must have been part of the update. Holy cow. Yeah, they did. They put the new Chevy model in there. The new Ford says Ford across the front. There's Tyler Beverly to the bottom side. I do like how the stickers look like stickers. Cogdale, Tyler Beverly, Summers in the lead here. The battle still raging on. We see these drivers sticking to the corner here. Tyler Beverly going for the lead here. Michigan must be his racetrack because he is climbing and he's going fast here. Wonder if he had the lap time that he wanted. 3 wide across the front stripe. Cogdale goes to the bottom and right now trying to pinch the drivers down. 00 looks to go back to the lead here. But I do believe that Tyler Beverly's not going to be done. Oh, man, Tyler to the outside in front of the Summers right there. Holy cow, that was a move. Tyler Beverly out front on the high side. Nate Cogdale to the bottom. 00. Then the 01 of Justin Rodden right there. Tyler Beverly utilizing the natural line of the racetrack. 5 of 95 as they roll through. It looks like, I think they have 80% fuel. Wasn't able to check the race statistics or the race settings for him, so that's all good. James, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you very much. You're amazing. Thank you for the shares. Chris Hill followed us yesterday. Let's go through the follows that we got yesterday because we hit our goal of 2,300 followers, and I want to make sure that y'all know that I appreciate that very much. 2,300 followers. I think 2,302 followers. So thank you very much to everybody out there. Justin to the bottom. Gets up into the 45. 45 goes around. Caution's going to come out here. Is now everybody wrecking on pit road. And that brand new Toyota just looks off. It looks rough now. They look good wrecked too, though. We'll give it that. 0-1. Some nose damage there. 45 strong there. Now he's on pit road. Getting that Matthews truck finished. I think he had to jump to pit roads. A lot of drivers had to jump to pit roads there. To pit road. Pit roads can speak. Far chase view for this one. He does. He drifts up the racetrack a little bit there. Oh, man. And then somebody. Oh, so many involved. Oof. Had to come to a stop there. I think he got stuck on the grass. Boy. Hey, I appreciate it. You know, the milestones. That's what we're trying to achieve here, right? Milestones. More and more as we go. So thank you to everybody out there for all that you do. I appreciate you very much. James, it was a good race last night. You got wrapped up into something, but I tell you what, look at that. Big old share to the stream. Much love. All right, let's, speaking of things like that, I think I got to get rid of that goal. Hold on. Can I just get rid of it? Yeah, I can get rid of it. All right. New goal. Followers. How many we're going to make our follow? How about we just go up to 2350? Here we go. Perfect. All right. And we'll do all that. All right, everybody getting their stuff fixed. Brett Summers, your race leader. Nathan Somerville will be to the outside. Nate Cogdell behind. Robert Timmons in the 16. I am digging the new models for the truck. They do look good. You had a fast truck, man. You really did. I think that if it stayed green the way it did with the way you guys had fuel strategy, I think you have a top 5. I know top 10 is good to shoot for, but I think you had a top 5. I really do. But, you know, late race cautions and things like that happen. You guys were on a good fuel strategy. I wouldn't have changed anything about what you were doing, just based off of what I see with racing and what they do there. Speaking of racing, caution. Brought to you by Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast, and apparently Photoshop is deciding that it wants to open up today. Not sure why. It's all good. See? Yeah, update iRacing, and it moves everything around. Which, hey, I like iRacing, but dang it, man. Dang it, man. The pace car is going to go lights off, and this time by, it's still opening up. I thought I canceled that process. There we are. All right. I don't know. It's some heck of a GPU usage right there. Down the backstretch at Michigan, they're going to be ready to go. 9 of 95. Some drivers went ahead and came to pit road, took some tires, took some fuel. They do have a fast repair here, so Tyler Beverly is going to be back on the racetrack. He is going to be a lap down, but that will be too much of an issue. There's Roger Strickland in on pit road. Roger, hopefully you're getting some stuff taken care of there, man. I think he might have had a long pit right there, so I think that's why he is there. He was maybe he was involved in that caution. I didn't think he was involved, but he was. All right, folks. Good to see them all. Everybody out there, you're all amazing. Much love to you. Keep the old liveliness rolling. I'm on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube for all iRacing, NASCAR East Coast Racing League. A ton of fun, and they've been a ton of fun. This is week 17 for them. Green flag's going to wave it here again. Somerville to the high side. Nate Cogdell to the bottom, the 00 trying to make himself known to be right here. Draft, super important. I wonder if the trucks drive any different with the new updated model. Haas Beverly has the 16. 16 is going to be right there to the midline. Haas kind of taking up a couple of lanes there. Not a big deal. They're going to get into the corner. The 16 is going to have the push here. Little telephone pole look on the backside of that. There is the 44 of Jared Mccauley. Mccauley very fast in the series. I like watching him get out here and work his way through the field. This is a track that you do have to work your way through the field. There's no questions about that. There is Mark Beverly in the 13. We'll see a lot of these drivers on Friday as well. They're part of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series, but Tuesday night's kind of their warm up for the week. As these folks are just kind of enjoying it. All right, let's see. Did my cameras transfer over? They did. Yeah. I'm happy. Hopefully you're happy. Let's see if they did on the forwards too. Yeah. You never know when they update models if your cameras are going to transfer over. There goes Mark Beverly to the inside. This is Shane Shepard, the number 4, driving the Monster Energy Ford. You see him. Nate Cogdell with a whole lot of drivers behind. I don't know if you saw it. What was the Truck Series? Friday. One of the drivers put on the back on that camera that you just saw there. Hold on, let's go back to it. Somebody put on the screen right there. It says, "Hi, Jason," or "Hi, SCTV," or something like that. Because of this camera. Means they're watching and paying attention, right? That's what I like to see. 007, Brett Summers trying to have a good race here. There's the 28 of Somerville right behind again. The Mobile 1, Chevy Silverado, Jared Mccauley, and the 44 in 4th. Robert Timmons in 5th. Robert's up 3 spots. Jeremy Talley, he's up a couple. I wonder if the paint, I think the paint schemes are supposed to line out. Now not so much. I do see some. I thought maybe the 2 had some damage there because of the way the line on the hood works, but I think that's just the transfer over from the Gander Mountain Chevy to this one. So curious. It is curious. So now we know the difference. More square body on these vehicles: the Ford, the Toyota, and of course the Chevrolets. Yeah, all of them have it. The 16 even has it in front of them here. Mark Beverly, look at his hood. You see how the paints don't line up right now. So I imagine a lot of people are going to spend some time on Photoshop or GIMP or whatever they're using to do their paint schemes. I imagine a lot of paints uploaded to Trading Paints. There's I don't know who the enforcer is. Let's see. Let's pull driver overrides up and see who's at the 69. Need to get. Let's see. Driver overrides. Here they are. Select all. Okay. The enforcer is the enforcer. Okay. Is that your Iracing name? Huh. That's crazy. Well, if that's on your credit card, that's kind of crazy. 007 2844. Timmons. Nick Lawrence right here in the 18. That Toyota looks pretty darn smooth. If I were more of a Toyota fan, I'd probably drive it. It just looks good. Cockpit view. This is where the draft is important. Right now, Nick Lawrence got somebody behind him right next to that wall. They didn't transfer over for the Toyota. They did for the Ford. That's a shame. gyro cam. So right here, the 0-1 of Justin Rodden here, an opportunity for him to work with the 18, kind of getting that draft package. Let the 18 dictate the lane so they can catch that front, because right now 3 seconds may not seem like much, but that front pack is basically single file. And other than Jared Mccauley back here, a little bit lower than Brett Summers, they stay single file. They'll keep pulling away, but Timmons and Nick Lawrence, these guys are catching back up, so there goes Rodden to the inside. Everybody trying to battle for position here. You don't really need a battle at the moment, but it will. Caution comes out. Mark Beverly involved. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. All right, Mark Beverly. Here's what happened. Bam. Oh! They were 3 wide. Beverly goes around. Does he have any damage? Maybe tires. A little bit of pride. I don't think he has any damage. All right. How about we do this again? We're going to go from the far chase you. Here, they're 3 wide. Out of the corner. Let's kind of see how this develops. I think the 2 is high. The 222 goes low. 13's got a line here. He sees the 222 going. 69 has a line here as well. 13's there. They're 3 wide. 69 comes up. Turns him. And the 69 has all the damage. Well, that's Chevy. Unlock. Let's take a look and see if he has any damage now. If he's got any damage, it's going to be digital. It's not. He doesn't really have anything right there. Yes, he did get turned. Oh, here's a perfect camera right here. Wait, hold on. Where's that? There it is. Nope. There it is. Yeah, let's do that. See, look at his pup, man. Look at that pup. I like it. All right, well. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage. All right. The 69 has the enforcer on his truck. I don't know who it is. I don't know his name or his or her name there. Josh Mayros will be in the 75 here. Caution once again here. Second caution of the race. They're getting about 10 laps. It's looking good. Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. Always a ton of fun. Make sure that you also go over to Twitch, folks. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Make sure that you give me a follow over there. I am trying to change something here. They took out some settings in the graphic settings here. Let's do... Okay, well, all right. Well, I guess we're going to have to refigure all that stuff out, which is awesome. Let's click on a Toyota here. I'm going to load a camera. Can't load a camera because it's not there. All right, well, it happens. All right, Twitch. Thank you, folks. Appreciate you. Also, Facebook. Bill, what's going on, my man? Bill Hales out there. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Always a pleasure to see you out there. All right, 222 coming off pit road. Josh Mayros is going to be here in the number 75. And we are going to have some fun. Good shares. Thank you to everybody that shared out there. Thank you to all the folks doing what you do. You're amazing. Something going. Is Facebook freezing on you folks? Just a quick question there. It might look like it's freezing. Please let me know if it is. James, Bill, if you're out there watching still, let me know if it's freezing out there on any of the platforms. Please let me know so that way I can. I want to see what's going on. Pace car. It'll be lights off. It'll be the 75 and the 01. Brett Summers and Jared Mccauley will be there. Thinking EOL was in order for the 69, but he wasn't. He came to pit road, so they came to pit road. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I just want to make sure. Facebook's, so I have a live viewer through the software they use, Restream, to take one signal and put it out there, and it's showing me that the numbers are kind of in and out a little bit right there. So thank you very much for the input, folks. I just want to make sure that we're good. Facebook is the only one that ever really does it. Twitch is usually pretty good. Green flag. I know YouTube's really good. Oh, 75 pinching down to the 0-1, and they were door to door. Wonder if the collision boxes for the trucks have been updated too. Rodden to the inside here, trying to go for the pass on Mayros. 75 has a whole back bumper full of the 7. And if you thought super speedway drafting was fun, Brett Summers all over the back bumper of the 75. Jared Mccauley down there to the bottom. Kind of there you are. Not quite 3 wide. Mccauley trying to go for the lead here on the bottom side. Brett Summers up high. Big shove. Climbs down the racetrack. Going for a pass. These trucks look like they are compact. This 2-mile track is being made to look like, excuse me, it's being made to look like they are, they're driving short tracks. 17 cars, 18 cars in the field, and they're looking pretty darn snazzy. Roger back in the back. Fish River Designs. Got his Toyota working. Got back out there. He's a couple of laps down, 2 laps down, but it's all right. Tyler Beverly was the fastest driver out there, and a good chance for him to dominate. He's going to be able to work around this field. He might try and push some boundaries here. Mike Harness is going to be right there with him. Tyler Beverly drops back here. He is a lap down, right behind the 16 of Timmons, who is right now in 13th. There's the 69. There is Mark Beverly in the 13. Josh Mayros there as well. So Tyler Beverly right behind the one of the other Beverlys right there. 44 going for the lead. Mccauley, Summers, Nick Lawrence in third. 0-1 of Rodden. Highline working. And look at how much distance they close down, how quickly they do it. 25 of 95. Tally to the inside. There's a lot going on inside the top 8. Summers going for the lead over Jared Mccauley here. Summers has some nose damage. Nose damage can play a factor. I think the 44 was able to get his paint scheme fixed. Looks pretty good. Brett Summers to the outside. Nick Lawrence to the inside. 7 pinches down. I wish they would fix the tires on the track. It is the only thing that is keeping this from looking the best. These trucks look really, really, really good, but they look like they're floating through the dang old pavement. When the rim looks like is what it's driving on. No wonder tire wear is awful in this simulator. No, I'm totally joking. Aesthetics. It's all about aesthetics, because if we look from the other side, the outside tires look great. It just seems to me that they need to... That front left tire has just been the bad one. But hey, for what they've done, it's pretty nice. I am not going to fib on that one. 7:44, Mccauley to the outside. Brett Summers is trying to lead here. But Brett with that nose damage, I don't know if he got it fixed. It kind of makes me wonder if it's not going to be pushing that truck backwards a little bit, kind of feathering it up, because you see the run the 44 and the 18 get here. Mayros comes to pit road. 28 of 95. Doesn't look like he had any off-track incidents, but he's going to come to pit road. 7 out front, Mccauley. The 2 of Nick Lawrence, Jeremy Talley. I'm sorry, the 2 of Jeremy Talley, Nick Lawrence to the inside. 44 out of the gas. Side by side for third here as the 18 and the 2 make things work. Shane Shepard all the way to the bottom. Number 4 driving the Ford. And they're rolling. I think the only thing that's changed on these trucks that has really played any factor is the very front end and the hood and how they come together. I think the backs, their rear ends are still the same. They still look the same. Cogdell back here. Mike Harnish in the 222. Is that beeline to the drivers in front of him. 5.3 seconds off to Tyler Beverly. 2 seconds off to Beverly here. Beverly a lap down. Mayro's out of the race, it does look like. Looks like he is going to park it. Harnish is in 14th. I thought he was... Oh, no, Mayro's was a lap down, so I apologize about that. All right, Robert Timmons in the 16. 0-1, Rodden back to 12th. Big corn on the thing. 80-88. What's up out there? Good to see you. Signature Esports #1 Broad. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I try. I'm not the best, but I try to be as close to it. Hydrate time, folks. Whatever you're drinking, whiskey, water, wine. Maybe a soda. Maybe some coffee like me. Pick up your cups. And make sure that you don't get drunk. Summers, big shove. Nick Lawrence out front. We watched that unfold right there, and now the 18 be able to push a little of this boundary. Brent Summers now in dirty air. You see how that is actually affecting. Maybe clean air was the best thing for him. But, of course, like I said, drafting here at this 2-mile racetrack is a big factor on these trucks. And you see the kind of the heat that comes off the back of these trucks right there on the reflective tape of, was that the Somerville, the number 28 truck. You look at that. Drop into the corner here. Front stretch is super nice. These trucks do get a little bit free off the corners when they start getting on older tires. 33 of 95. These drivers came to pit road on 19 for the most part. Mark Beverly came in on 20. He had to come in on 20. That was when his tires get spun out. So I don't think he got any damage. I really don't. Full moves for him. Nick Lawrence out front, Summers, Nathan Somerville, Jared Mccauley in the 44. Nate Cogdell ended up in that 5 spot, the 00 dropping low. He's your pole sitter, and he's trying to get himself back up there. Caution comes out, 69 involved. Podcast, let them on all your favorite platforms that you watch podcasts on, of course, and always that is AJ and all the folks out there. Thank you, James. Yes, that's right. I usually don't get into that stuff until like the beginning or the very end, but yes, make sure you hit the like, share, and if you are new, please hit the follow button. I appreciate you. Thank you, James. Much love. That's where the 69 is at, and here, let's pin that comment. Yeah. All right. Full send. Here it is. Fart Chase. I'm trying to find the Fart Chase But again, it on different vehicles, it's moved around on SDK. So we'll see what happened here. Here we go. 69 into the corner. 86 of Mark Cadmore was there. Oh, Mark into the corner, gets into the 69, which gets into Haas. Oh, man. And now he is going right to... Thank you to the Mccauley's out there. Thank you very much. Jared's in third. Third caution of the race. And that was a full send situation there. Mark was just trying to get into the corner there, and I think he was having a good chance. Lucky dog. Gonna be able to get back up there. Kind of run. Here's our good friend Tyler Beverly. He's coming back to pit road. Tyler was super fast really early there. I think he might be able to do something with that. He's going to be into his pit stall. Yes, they can drive through the pit stall. I know. That's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. They've got the new truck models on, which if you have not seen, are absolutely awesome. I do like the fact they threw the 2022 updated bodies on the trucks. There's the new Toyota. There's the new Chevy behind. There's Somerville. And then there's Shane Shepard in the Ford. The tire models here are, well, we all know. The 13, because he's straddled that line right there, is what it is. But when they're up to speed, they're riding on the rims. Now it's not so bad. You know what I mean? But right here, I don't know. That Toyota does look really good. Fords look really good too. Chevys look like the same Chevy, just with a little bit wider body style. Robert Timmons in the 6. There's Nate Cock on the 00. The rear ends still look the same on all the trucks. Of course, very square. And yeah. See, right here, this camera angle doesn't look as bad on the tires. Actually, it makes it look like the right front is kind of, the right front. Look at Cogdale's, I don't know, well, can't see it now, but looked like his right front was floating. Huh. You know, I'm going to play around with the camera settings. There's got to be a way. There's got to be something I can do on my end to be able to do it. Lights are off on the pace car. Pace car tires look fine. 28:44, 2:07. About halfway through this this monster of a racetrack. Green flag waves. Oh, I forgot to give the helicopter award out. We'll give it out to everybody involved in the last 3 cautions. There it is. What's up, Redneck Level Line? Good to see you out there. Appreciate you very much. 28:27. Woo! They're trying to utilize all of the racetrack here. Holy cow. Into 3 and 4. Oscar went ahead and left pit lane. Michigan being spicy for the drivers. Right now, Somerville out by about a quarter of a second. That won't last long, especially early on tires with some of the drivers. Brett Summers, fresh tires. Some of the drivers still haven't come to pit road, like Jeremy Talley. Let's see. Mccauley hasn't come to pit road. I know Rodden came to pit road. I think some of these drivers are going to be pushing what they can. Maybe split the field up, try to make it only a 2 pit stop race. And some of those drivers are the drivers that are the 28, the 2. Shane Shepard's out there. I think Shane did come in on 34. But Jeremy Talley, he came in. A lot of moving parts. 3 and 4 wide. Now 4 wide across the stripe. Wow. Hold on. It's getting spicy. 3 wide. Hold on to your grannies. Holy cow, 2,235 stars. Said I'm kick. Yeah, I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Holy cow, look at the stars. Thank you very much. Much appreciation. You are just awesome. Whoa, they're wrecking on the front stretch. No caution because, oh, maybe they are going to throw a caution here. Shane Shepard and Rodden here able to save the trucks. They kept it going straight. Shane and some of that. Oh man, Shane. Hopefully Shane's not out of it. I don't know that he used a fast repair. Here's what happened. Comes down. Oh, the 0-1 comes down in the truck. Oh yeah, he's out of it. Smack that nose straight into the wall there. Rodden was just coming. He got the better end of that deal. He was behind the 7 of Somerville. The 4 was below him. Far chase on this one. 0-1. And it is not as if they're both. He's coming up the racetrack. The 0-1's coming down. I think that was a twofer situation there. Let's watch that from the 4's point of view there. And oh man, a little far chase on that one on his point of view. Whoop. You know what? Yeah, far chase. Here it is. Oh, I don't know. The 0-1 made more of a drastic move there. I think that one would be, if I had to choose, that would be on our 0-1 friend. All right, back to live. The 4 hopefully has a fast repair in the books. He's going to be able to come around to pit road here. Let's see if he does. Check. Bloop. There it is, fast repair. He didn't have a fast repair. Full send. Brett Summers, Robert Timmons, Mark Cadmore. Cadmore still with that right side damage. Now the damage model looks different here too. We look at that front nose. That mirror looks fine. You see the flap right there where that crease is on the bottom right of your screen. That's a different looking damage model. Does look like it's crinkled up and flattened, so that flap that is right there is being kind of driven backwards. Let's see if we can do something different here. There's the gyro cam. Hold on, gyro cam. Yeah, there. You see it right there. That's going to force wind up and over the right side of the truck. It's not going to be able to glide to the glass and keep it aerodynamically friendly. It actually might make it free. Man, James, thank you so much for the stars, man. I appreciate you. And that's 2 goals in one day. We just squashed our stream goal. Always have a stream goal of 1,000 stars. You are all amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Oi. 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 And thank you to folks watching that on YouTube, all the folks out there on Twitch. You are all amazing. Brett Summers, your race leader. Light's going to be off on the pace car. Robert Timmons will be outside of him on the restart. Mark Cadmore in the 86 will restart to the inside. Mark Beverly will be there to the outside. And the mirrors, I can see reflections in the mirrors. Hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. There's a few improvements here other than, you know, folks having to go and change their paints now. You see the lift on that paint scheme where it shows white on the 28 right there. But as he gets into the corner, the reflections in the side mirror, the one they use to determine when folks are coming to pit road, I can see in it, which you couldn't do that before. When you were in these kinds of views, you couldn't see that way. Unless you were, unless you created the camera for it, like these ones that I've done. See right there, you can see Brett Summers. Here's that Ford of Mark Cadmore. You can see his helmet there too. Fourth caution, green flag. .43 of 95, over halfway through this race now, as these drivers try to settle in. This track drives like a super speedway, especially for these trucks. Mark Beverly saying, I'm done. Let's roll. Harness down low. We might see some aggressive blocking here. We might see a lot of drivers get shoved down the racetrack. I understand. Speed here. There's a ton of speed. And when I mean there's a ton of speed, I mean there's a ton of speed. These trucks, there's Nathan Somerville, who is kind of right there in the draft of Brett Summers. Mark Beverly right here. Look at the speeds of these trucks getting into the corner. They're about 190 miles an hour. Right now, 4 wide. Nate trying to hold on. He's going to be all right. Mccauley trying to push some boundaries here. He's going to be all right. Shane Shepard, Nick Lawrence. Nick Lawrence 3 wide to the bottom. Shane Shepard right there as well. He's clear. 16, Mark Cadmore in the 86. The 22 of Haas Beverly, who's been a beaten post today. Kind of just incidentally wrapped up in a couple of things. Haas is a lap down, 2 laps down at the moment. Rodden is a lap down. He's on pit road. I think he is getting that damage repaired, so he's going to be looking at a couple of laps now. 40 is when they came in. The leaders did at least. Nate Cogdill, one of those drivers that did. 13 of Mark Beverly trying to go to the outside. Brett Summers, big shove from the 13 to the 13. As now Nathan Somerville in that 28 is about to be under fire from Nate Cogdill in the 00. Cogdill super fast. Points are not a factor for him. He wants to win every race. The standings through this series. Nate Cogdill has a 27-point lead over Nick Lawrence, who is 6th right now in the race. Tyler Thurman, who's not in the race, was 3rd in points. And that will change this race. Brett Summers, who was 4th in points, will no doubt be somewhere in that 3rd mark. Mark Beverly 5th in points. Mccauley 6th in points. Cialino 7th in points. Haas Beverly 8th. Jeremy Talley 9th. And Joseph Allen 10th. Mccauley wants to win as well. Nate Cogdill, Jared Mccauley, Nathan Somerville, Mark Beverly, all in the mix here. 47 of 95. My daughter's doing something. I'll be right back. Back at it again. Sorry about that, folks. A little misneeded something. Somerville to the outside of Mccauley. The battle for the lead still rages on. The top four drivers all within striking distance of each other. Beverly back here just soaking up the draft. A little nose cam for him. He's close enough that he's still got some reach on him. But is he able to make it work? Blinky? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I plan on it for a little bit tonight. I did create a private DayZ server as well. I've been learning DayZ. And got a private server on DayZ now for those who are DayZ players. That was a courtesy. Thank you to Nitrado as well. Nitrado sent me an affiliate thing that I did, which is really cool of them. I was with Game Server Kings. They treated me really well. It's just their servers were going in and out, and Nitrado has some stronger servers for me, so I have those folks. Do you get a special invite to Warzone or to which one? You can play Warzone with me. I don't care. We all know that I just like getting into gaming. '18 of Nick Lawrence, Mark Beverly. I did mod the server as well. I put the DayZ expansion on. I found some things that I really liked on it. It's kind of cool. Warzone, yeah, for sure. I'm enjoying learning about learning more and more. The more and more that I get into the development of the game that I'm putting out, the more that I appreciate all the other games and all the work that everybody else has done. Tyler Beverly is able to rebound here. He's got himself a top 6 position at the moment. Roger Strickland went from being a couple of laps down to being the lucky dog now. He and Haas Beverly are battling it out right now for that number 1 spot. They had an update earlier this week, so if you haven't updated it recently, I would definitely go and update. There's Mr. Roger. I like Roger. Roger's good people, folks. 00, Somerville, Mccauley, Nick Lawrence, Mark Beverly. Mark Beverly 1.8 seconds back, and I think that is just about Biden time. Tyler Beverly, strong at this racetrack. He was strong early on and kind of got involved in a few things. But now he's ready to roll. Nate Cogdell, I'm glad you are too. Was it work related, or was it was family related? That's what it was. Yeah, I remember. Sorry. So much going on in life that I try not to have a short-term memory, and that's exactly what it was. Nate Cogdell drops low. He's going to pull Mccauley with him. And now, just like the super speedways here, Nate can control who's behind him. Watch him drop in. He's going to pull the 44 with him, and that'll almost pull enough speed to kind of check him up. Now, the 44 is not going to have the draft there. It's going to slow him down. Now he's going to pull the 28, Somerville. This is how you control the pace of the race. If you're Nate Cogdell and you're trying to defend your lead, watch him drop into the corner here. He might drop into the corner. He's going to stay high. He's going to slow up the 28 a little bit. Utilize 1 and 2. Might be 3 wide here very soon. 28's going to have the better run off the corner. Mccauley's going to be there to the inside. That's right. I did remember. 28 to the outside. Almost a check up there. 00 Cogdell controlling the line. They're moving forward side by side for second and third. Nick Lawrence in the mix. Nick will have an opportunity here. He'll just be able to kind of go where he needs to. The outside line's going to push a little heavier As you see, the 28's going to be a little bit free here. He's going to have that arrow push from behind here. 00 of Nate Cogdell will carry the inside lane. 28 to the outside. 18 gets into the 44. They're wrecking. That'll be the day. Jared Mccauley nose first into the wall. And we hope that the infield care center is going to treat his digital character with respect. Here's what happened. Oh. Back left quarter panel. Kind of out of nowhere. Here's Jared Mccauley here. Little chase view. Here's what happened. I think the damage model has been fixed as far as collision goes, but these engines might be blowing just, I don't know, his engine sounds fine. I don't think I see any smoke from the truck. Not yet, at least. All right, Nate Cogdell, your race leader. Nick Lawrence, there's a whole ton going on right there. $18 to pit road, everybody to pit road. Haas will be your lucky dog here. So it'll go from 2 to 1 lap down. Kyle out there, yes. It was a good race, a good battle going on right there. And so now Haas Beverly will be a lap down. Justin Rodden stays out. He's going to take a free pass here. Brett Summers, I believe, is going to stay out as well. Summers will be a free pass. So Rodden will be a lap down. Haas Beverly will be battling for the lucky dog position. Rodden is 2 laps down. We'll see if these drivers come to pit road. Says get back in at 44. I think he had to use his fast repair earlier. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Looks good. He looks fine. I think he might have used that fast repair. I didn't even check, folks. He's going to be able to dig back in it. Yep, he's going to be able to dig. Mark Beverly, a little bit of nose damage to the truck. Nick Lawrence, I believe, was able to come in and get a fast repair. He did so. And Cogdell right there. So Cogdell, Somerville, all the drivers came in on 61. They should be, knock on wood, good to go for fuel. 33 laps, I do believe. We'll check. This is how I check. Here you go. %70 fuel. And yeah. Let's see. Let's go back to it. Thank you to everybody out there for doing what you do. 70% fuel, 70% over, I think it's 35, 40 laps. They may have to come to pit road for fuel at least one more time. All right, caution. We like it. And sorry, Mccauley. Jared, here you go, buddy. Jared gets it. He went around. But hey, no nose damage. That's what I was taking. Nerds do Nerd Things podcast on iHeartRadio, on Spotify, on all the fantastic platforms out there. Please go and check them out. They have some great stuff. I'm waiting. He's supposed to send me an update of what they're doing this week. But I think they're going to continue on with the Hobbit series. I think that's what they've been working on that podcast. Talking about this last Friday, they were talking about the Battle of the Five Armies, which is absolutely cool. They talked about the week prior, it was the desolation of smog, which is really awesome. So go check them out. Give them a listen for me. Tell them that, and put in their comments that I sent you over, because they're awesome. 00 28 13 18, green flag. Where the gears they go. And the battle rages on here. Holy cow, look at him run. Brett Summers just runs the fastest lap of the race. 39.72. So sub 40 is being run. Mark Beverly, one of those drivers running those as well. Nate Cogdell out front. There's the Carolina Collision 00. Sonic fast. Mccauley rebounded. He's up 6. But you watched that camera that I had just a second ago. He was all on board with we're all on board with that side cam. Watched all of those drivers, how they're able to move the 28 of Nathan Somerville in front of him. You watched how much he moved that truck around, and it seemed like he just couldn't find that lane. So right behind John Cialino, which we enjoy seeing John from Hamburg, New York. He's got that grizzly paint scheme kind of rolling. These trucks do move around. Not just the new versions of these, but also the older versions. We watched just how they were able to make those things kind of work. Cogdell out front. Beverly in second. Cogdell, your points leader. Beverly trying to get a win here. There's the 68 of 95 being ran with Summers in third. Tyler Beverly, still one of the fastest drivers on the racetrack right now. His fastest lap, 39.54. Brett Summers' fastest lap, 39.35. And that would be the fastest lap of the race. His last lap, 39.75. Mark Beverly trying to go to the inside. Battle for the lead here. Cogdell, Beverly rolling out of 3 and 4. You see just how much these drivers have to move around here. Front stretch, 7 pulling. 13 all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. You get kind of free off the corner here. If you're not careful, you'll watch the 7 get right to the back bumper of the 13. Into the corner. Beverly might end up sliding up the racetrack. Summers has a run on the inside. 13 carries the 00 with him. Mark Beverly out front. That was a good move by Brett Summers there. Brett almost had that clear. But I do believe Mark Beverly might control the inside of the racetrack. 00 drops low, carries the speed to the corner. Right now, the 13 might have to side draft a little bit. Nose to bumper, clear for the 00. 13 crosses over, has the speed on the exit. And this is where the game of chess happens. Up into the middle lane. He's going to come up. Watch him drop into the corner here. This will be the speed. Brett Summers carries the corner. 3 wide for the lead here. Not quite 3 wide. 7's able to carry. 13's able to defend. 13 out front. Cogdell carries the speed as well. Tyler Beverly to 4th now. He got around Jared McCauley. This is, I think this might be Tyler's racetrack here. 25 laps to go here at Michigan. This has been a good race. Cautions happen, but I will tell you that these drivers are giving it their all. Beverly is getting ever closer to leading that lap. Cogdell is able to defend. Beverly might have to try something different here. 7 to the back bumper of the 00. Because every time he gets into 3 and 4, the 00 goes to the bottom. Watch, she's not. The 00 gets the run into the corner before Beverly can do anything to defend that. And right now, Mark kind of just holding on. So Cogdell and Beverly not making any kind of moves here. And just kind of rolling the corners, just kind of doing their thing. Something that happened in NASCAR today. Some devastating news. This was one of NASCAR's first alerts that was out there. David Gilliland's racing hauler, driver Steven Stotts was pronounced dead at the scene after one of DGR's ARCA callers was on its way to Phoenix this morning near Longview, Texas. Passengers are in stable condition, and the other driver that was involved is listed to be in stable condition as well. But our thoughts and prayers go out to the Stotts family and David Gilliland Racing for all of that. That's it's awful news. And folks, when you're out there driving, Cogdell has a run right there. Beverly leads that lap though. When you're out there and you see these big semis, give them some room. You know, I don't know what happened in this situation. These drivers get tired. They run long, DOT restricted situations. You know, I mean, it just keep that in mind when you're out there. Give them some room. We all know that. My dad was both my dad and my stepdad both. CDL drivers. My dad was a tow truck driver for many years, a semi-tow truck driver for many years. My stepfather was an over-the-road driver for many years as well. And just a reminder that a little patience goes a long way. And you know, we love our truck drivers, and we want to make sure that they're safe and they make it home, just the same as what you guys do when you go to work and do all that stuff. So thoughts and prayers out to the Stotts family and David Gilliland Racing and all the folks out there. We want to make sure that you know that we're here for you, and just kind of a crazy situation. 13 of Beverly now solidly. Cogdell and Beverly, the more they battle, the more that Tyler Beverly and Brett Summers save here. They kind of are just riding along, able to save some tire, able to save some kind of drivability of their trucks. And the 00 to 13 are just rolling. 45 has caught the front pack. So is Jared McCauley. Same situation. The 3 drivers behind here are just kind of watching what they're doing. And Cogdell, when they come to pit road for the final green flag pit stop, because I do believe they're going to have to come in and get a splash of fuel at minimum. They're going to be running this way. John Cialino in sixth back here, a lone driver by himself. Somerville and Nick Lawrence, these two drivers are running together. They're going to try to hook up and maybe try to catch some pace here. Mike Harnish in the 222 has a little three-pack with him. Shane Shepard not far off as well. Mark Beverly to the inside of Nate Cogdell. Cogdell's going to pull the same move that he did before. Carry speed out of the corner, drop low once again. Beverly runs the high line. And Beverly leads that lap. Now Cogdell back to the inside. If the race finishes that way, whoever exits 4 on the high side, that's the move. Beverly to the back bumper of the 00. And this is just, like I said, a game of leapfrog for the two drivers. That's what's been happening. 00 to the high side, or to the low side, 13 to the high side. And right here's where Mark Beverly needs that run. And Summers comes to pit road. Cogdell Beverly, Tyler Beverly, Jared McCauley. McCauley to the outside of the 45. Tyler Beverly into the bottom of the racetrack. 44 runs high next to the wall. This is the battle for fourth. Nate Cogdell, Mark Beverly. High side run for Beverly here. Cogdell might be thinking about coming to pit road now. Brett Summers into pit road. He's going to take what he needs and get out of there. Tyler behind. Solidly in third now. Mccauley picks up the draft, and these two drivers are working. Mark Beverly trying to scream away from it. Quarter second the difference. 15 laps to go. Cialino to pit road this time by. Nick Lawrence, Nathan Somerville to pit road. Talley's going to be a lap down. Be your first driver 1 lap down. Jeremy Talley came to pit road on lap 75. And that was long enough right there for him to be able to get some fuel. He's starting to catch some of that time back. The longer these drivers stay out, the more that actually Talley finds himself in a better situation. Mark Beverly out front. Nate Cogdell, 44 of Jared McCauley going to third. Tyler Beverly to the high side in fourth. The 44 and the 45 doing the same song and dance that we saw Mark and the 00 do, as Tyler holds on for a top 5 at the moment. It's a pleasure to have everybody out there. Thank you to all the folks doing what you do. We appreciate you. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Brian, thank you for the like out there as well. Mr. Rinker, the #1 fan over here. How long is I wanted to see if Brian had the that badge. Let's see. Make sure if you haven't done so, give yourself a fantastic follow on the stream. Here's those things. Mm-hmm. 13 laps to go. Mark out front. We talked about he and Cogdell and how they were battling so much that made the lines unnatural. Now Jared McCauley there to capitalize. 12 laps to go. This is going to be about the finish here. Jeremy Talley, Nick Lawrence, Nathan Somerville, John Cialino. These drivers are a lap down. Haas Beverly into pit road this time by for the last time. And Brett Summers, who came to pit road on lap 79, is back on the lead lap here. And Summers will take over the lead when things come back around. And Brett has the situation here kind of under control. Shane Shepard, Mike Harnish to pit road. He's getting his green flag pit stop in. He's in 7th. Tyler Beverly backing off the corner here. 11 to go. Nate Cogdell, Mark Beverly. Mark Beverly out front. It's about who's going to come to pit road, who's going to take the shortest amount of fuel. They're going to need tires, at least right sides. Brett Summers took right side tires on his pit stop, 10.97 on his pit stop there. Man, tell you what. Here goes Mccauley to pit road. Beverly will be in third. With 10 laps to go, the leaders have stayed out so long that Brett Summers and Shane Shepard, well, Shane Shepard still needs to come to pit road. He came in on 61. Brett Summers will have such a big lead here. He's got 11 seconds over John Cialino. So there goes Mark Beverly. Nate Cogdell is out there one more time. Tyler Beverly will come to pit road. And that'll put Brett Summers and Shane Shepard. Shane will have to come to pit road very soon. A little right side damage for him. Roger Strickland in on pit road as well. There's the number one truck. Number one in all our hearts. Nate to the backside. Trying to get one more lap out of this truck. 9 laps to go. That puts 25 to 26, 27 laps on these drivers. We're completing lap 87. Brett Summers will no doubt take over the lead when Nate comes to pit road, and he is going to come to pit road here. Tyler Beverly leaving pit road right now. Jared McCauley up to speed. Brett Summers right there. And Brett Summers on the backstretch. Was Nate Cogdell coming down pit road. Nate's, what's the pit road speed? If it's 57, he was flying down pit road. I didn't think it was 60 miles an hour. I thought it was 55. A splash and go. No tires for Nate Cogdell. Brett Summers, huge lead. Jared McCauley is going to be up to speed. Tyler Beverly up to speed as well. Mark Beverly right in the mix. These drivers only took fuel. Brett Summers took right side tires, and Brett Summers, that was the move right there. McCauley, his lap times are still 0.3 of a second better than these other drivers, and that is based on some right side tire action. Brett Summers out front, and a good move for Brett. 7 laps to go this time by. 5 seconds the difference between Jared McCauley and Brett Summers. Tyler Beverly, the stronger of the drivers. Mark went ahead and took tires. With 7 laps to go, they're trying to get around Nate Cogdell. These two are going to have to work together. Nate Cogdell a second ahead of these drivers, but behind him, he's got some speed. Mark Beverly closing down the distance. Took those right side tires. Tyler's going to be able to pull in that draft with the 13. Nate Cogdell is about to be hunted down as Brett Summers in 6th. John Cialino in 7th. Good move for him. Nathan Somerville still a little bit off the pace. Did have a set of tires in the bag, but he's about 11.5 seconds off. Don't know that that's... he's going to catch a few drivers here, like Cogdell and Beverly and all the folks. Nick Lawrence there as well. Nick Lawrence came to pit road. He's 14 seconds off. John Cialino came to pit road. He is going to be right there in the back air draft of the 28. So Brett Summers has a huge lead right now, 6.5 seconds by pit position, having tires coming in at the right time. And he's going to be he came in on 79. That puts 26 laps on this truck with some right side tires that'll be baked out, but he's got a 7-second lead. Jared McCauley in second will be no doubt good on fuel. Came in on 85, 6 laps the difference. Nate Cogdell came in on 87. Yes, he is in third. But this is a different story because Mark Beverly, who took right side tires, whoa, free into the corner. 28 gets into him. Tyler to the outside. Everybody's good. No, Mark with the right side tires got free off the corner, took some nose damage or some rear end damage. And so now the telephone pole look for that driver. Nathan Somerville will have a whole bunch of nose damage there and be there to the inside. With 4 laps to go, that'll keep Nick Lawrence in the hunt for another position. Brett Summers, 8 seconds, and about a second better than the field. A second, at least 0.8 of a second better than Jared McCauley. Nate Cogdell, about 0.4 of a second better than he. John Cialino picks up 4th here. His lap time, 40.33. Tyler Beverly, who only took fuel, coming out in the same scheme. John Cialino, over 3 laps, has been able to pick up some time. 45 right there. 45 has raced a clean race and has done a phenomenal job. Very proud of what Tyler's doing. 28 all the way below the yellow line there. Nathan Somerville driving like a PO teenager who just dented the first brand new car. Drives it way down to the bottom in 3 and 4 below the apron. That was insane to see. You don't see that. You don't see those trucks do that at all. Normally they're free or get sent at the racetrack. 45 back. Somerville in 5th. Jared McCauley in 2nd now. Cogdell trying to close some distance down to him. White flag's going to wave. Brett Summers having a phenomenal pit strategy. No doubt will cruise around this racetrack. They got a 3 and 4. He can almost clutch it. John Cialino has one last-ditch effort as they come around this racetrack. He's got about 0.6 of a second. But Brett Summers on the backstretch. A run for the ages for the number 7. And as he does, Michigan will be in the books. And Brett Summers is going to win it. Had the strategy for ages. Came in at the right time. McCauley will finish 2nd. 10 seconds off the pace. Brett just dominated that last stint. Cogdell will finish 3rd. Cialino was right there. Just needed an extra lap. As Cogdell comes around, Somerville will finish 5th. Nick Lawrence 6th. Tyler Beverly in 7th. People are wrecking. Kind of want to see what happened here. Oh, nothing. I think maybe just a little after-action review. All right. Brett's going to win it here, and a good drive off for him. This was his racetrack, man. Thank you to all the folks out there doing what you do. Make sure you give me a follow on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So just search for Signature Esports. You'll be able to find it. I think it's on Twitter. It's at Real Sig Esports, because I think Signature Esports was taken. He's playing duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball. Good race for Brett Summers. Jared McCauley had a phenomenal race as well. Race results. Summers, McCauley, Cogdell, Cialino, Somerville, Nick Lawrence, Tyler Beverly, Mark Beverly, Mike Harnish, Mark Cadmore, Jeremy Talley, Shane Shepard, Haas Beverly, Roger Strickland, Justin Rodden, Robert Timmons. The 69 finishes in 17th. Josh Mayros finishes in 18th. And I think that's it. That's your race results. Sweet. 18 drivers. It was good fun. P2. Hey, I tell you what, he was able to make that work. He was able to rebound there. Let's talk to Brett Summers here. Brett, congrats on the win here. You pitted at the right time, took some right sides, and what a finish. That was great. That was the perfect strategy to have coming late in the race.
It was fun, honestly. Just got lucky in the end, saving the set. Ran a 40 lap round there in the middle of the race to try to save that set there for the end, and took rights only, just enough gas, tried to split that last stage. So glad it paid off.
Well, it did. 26 laps of fuel is kind of the magic number we saw a lot of the drivers do on that long run. It seemed like that the truck, even with right side tires, seemed to hold up really well. I mean, you finished the race 9 seconds ahead of the field. Coming in a little bit earlier than folks, it seemed like it paid off. You didn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I got lucky. I think a couple folks had no tires left, so I had that extra set, took the rights only, and I was digging about 40 seconds a lap there. I mean, she was squirrely the first couple laps trying to hang on to her, but strategy paid off. I want to thank Boston Web Marketing for being on the ride. Got a bunch of folks watching too, so thanks all for tuning in, and appreciate you guys, Signature Esports, hosting.
It's always a ton of fun. Brett, we'll see you next week, and I know that. Where are we at next week? With all the conundrum earlier,
I think it's one more race till playoffs. No,
Daytona.
Ooh, I'll be up front there too. Be on the lookout. All right.
There you go. Boston Web Marketing, Daytona. He's calling it. He's going to be up front. I see it. I see it happening. Brett, enjoy the rest of the week. We look forward to seeing you again.
Appreciate y'all. Thanks, guys.
Always. That's Brett Summers. He's going to be your race winner, and he does so in fantastic style. I talk about his lead. And he had it. He had a great lead there at the end. Let's talk to Jared McCauley, who's going to be your P2 finisher. Jared, you almost had the pit strategy there. Did you not have a set of tires? You only had to take a splash and go, or are you just trying to get in and off pit road a little fast?
Yeah, I was out of tires on that last one, so splash and go it was. See what happened.
Well, splash and go P2 after the earlier incident. Michigan was a little squirrely today in these new trucks.
Yeah, it was it seemed different for some reason. Normally the high line actually comes in further on along the race, but this time it seemed like you had to stay low the whole time, gain any speed.
It seemed like when you guys were when I think it was the 13 and the 00 kind of battling there a little bit, you were just kind of biding your time. You and Tyler Beverly. It seemed like you were just waiting for the tire war to happen, and then all of a sudden, there it was, and then pit strategy comes into play on who has what and who does what. Michigan doesn't normally play out this way. Normally it's a green situation, and today a few cautions kind of disrupted that. What was about today that made Michigan just that much more? It looked intense today.
It was definitely intense. Of course, a lot of awesome drivers in this league, and that kind of messed me up. I don't like wrecking anybody, and I don't know what happened between me and Nick there, but I don't like taking anybody out. So that kind of messed me up for a few laps, but it was definitely intense racing from everybody.
When you went into the wall, nose first into the wall, you're talking about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that wasn't your fault.
It wasn't.
No, that was not your
Yeah.
fault. No, you were running your line. I'm just gonna say that we reviewed it.
That's good. That's a relief off my chest.
I need to just come into your guys' chat and say that wasn't your fault. It's okay. Keep going.
Please feel free. I feel bad still.
It's okay. It's racing, and it's a competitive nature. You don't want to be wrecked, but you don't want to wreck somebody, or you don't want to even think that you were close enough to wreck somebody. He came down out of the corner a little bit. It looked like there was a little, like you were coming naturally and you stayed in that lane, and he came down a little bit more. So it does happen. But it was fun. It was a great race. Jared, I know you got some welcome messages out there in Facebook. Give your shout outs, my man. Congrats on a P2.
Huge shout out to my family. They watch me race now. For the support they've given me, especially the last couple of weeks, been a little rough. Huge shout out to Nick and the guys for putting on this league, and thank you.
Oh, absolutely. We'll look forward to seeing you at Daytona next week for the season finale. We're gonna crown a regular season champion, and you're not doing too bad in points yourself. Playoffs are going to look fun for you.
We'll see what happens. Thank you to you for broadcasting this. Also, forgot that.
Hey, you guys make it fun. I appreciate
You
it.
do awesome.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. We'll see you next week at Daytona.
Sounds good.
Jared McCauley, P2 finish. And the number 44 just he was having a rough spot, but a driver that we're looking at here over the next couple of actually next week, P3 finish here, so that's going to kind of pad that points a little bit there. But you quite possibly, depending on how the points play out next week, you might be talking to our regular season champion here. Nate Cogdell finishes in third, and Nate, my man. Today was spicy.
Man, it's very spicy. Started out with the update. Everything updated. I had to change all the graphic settings on the computer. It wouldn't work. I missed half of practice. Finally got logged in. Started the race. I didn't have a spotter. I didn't have any Iracing chat. Everything was just off. So I pitted a couple of times just to try to get that stuff fixed so I wouldn't wreck anybody.
Well, I know the pain. The iRacing update. I started it whenever I got back, and that was at so it's 8:41 my time at night, and I started at 5, and it shut down and restarted on me like I think a total of 3 times, and it was at 92% when I sent that message in Discord saying, "Hey, I'm not. It's gonna be a little bit. I'm still waiting." I actually had to follow somebody in as a spotter. Just to be able to call the race. So, yes, it changed everything. Graphics settings, my cameras, some of my cameras didn't move over, but that can be part of racing too. It's kind of like waiting for your hauler to get there before the race.
Yeah, man, it's definitely the unexpected. It threw me for a loop for sure, but I'm just glad we were able to rebound tonight.
New Chevy, how does it feel?
It feels a little darty, honestly. If you hit the seams, it's wanting to come out from underneath you. It wants to change lanes by itself a little bit, so it's a little bit darty.
Well, there's going to be updates we know over the next couple of weeks. New model, the tires are even more through the track. That might be part of it too. Might be hitting that threshold where the actual clipping sends it around the track too, because it does happen that way. Nate, man, it's been a good season for you guys. I know that I came on later in the season, but to watch you guys kind of grow and develop over the last, what has it been, 8-10 weeks, something like that. It's been interesting to see the level of driving that we have. And now going into Daytona next week, what do you expect for the season finale, the regular season finale, and moving on into the playoffs?
Oh, it's going to be complete mayhem. I mean, Daytona's its own beast. Daytona is Daytona. So you could have any one of us could end up winning that race next week, and any one of us could end up wrecking out. All of us could end up wrecking out. I don't know if anybody will finish. I mean, it's definitely a toss up in the air. So we'll try to see what happens next week and just go with the flow.
Well, man, it's always a ton of fun and a pleasure to talk to you. I look forward to seeing what's going to be dicey. Hopefully, they do figure out the kind of the collision. The collision model seems better, like the collision box. When you guys hit each other, you actually hit each other. So the net code kind of wasn't there, which makes me think that they had the net code model on for these trucks since they're a little bit wider on the old trucks, trying to test out that model. Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense, and that could be a possibility. iRacing does a very good job at testing stuff before they release it. I don't know if the net code was one of those issues, but I'm glad that they got it fixed.
Well, I tell you what, when you guys hit each other, you hit each other, and it was good. And it's always a you never know. It's internet racing. So, Nate, give your shout outs, my man. Congratulations on a P3 finish, and we look forward to seeing you at Daytona next week, brother.
Appreciate it. Well, I definitely got to thank my boy. He always stays down here for me. He's watching Mickey Mouse right now, so he's a little tuned in. But we got my mom, my dad, my wife, everybody that helps me out with racing, because believe it or not, I do get a bunch of help with it. And got to give out a shout out to Sonic Racing chassis. With this new update, I'm going to be busy this week. So if you need a paint scheme, come see me.
There it is, Sonic Racing chassis. It's big old Sonic on there. My daughter loves Mickey Mouse. We do impressions at the house. I always ask her, what does Mickey Mouse say? What does Donald Duck say? And thus, if you ever watch my Twitch streams personally, you'll be able to get out there and play the Stream Loots card, because I do the impression of Mickey Mouse. I'm not going to do it here, but it's kind of funny. So you'll have to check that out one day, Nate. Appreciate you to you and your family, and look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, man. I appreciate it, but you can't just tease me with Mickey Mouse and not do it.
we maybe after the broadcast. Yeah, this will get people going over to Twitch for my personal gaming streams. You got to get out there for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold you to it for the Daytona broadcast too. Just right in the middle of it, just start talking like him.
There you go. I can do that. We can do Stitch. We can do Winnie the Pooh. We can do all kinds of stuff, man.
Heck yeah, have fun with it.
You too, brother. I will see you next week, man.
All right, see ya.
There he is, Nate Cogdell and the 00. Yes, it is something that you get the radio voice and the vocal ability to do these kinds of things, folks. You end up finding that you can do impressions of certain people and certain things. So we just so happen around the house choose Disney characters, and it's always a ton of fun. So much love. Thank you for being having a little bit of patience on the race. Go back and rewatch it. Thank you to everybody out there. Those who reached out to me and asked me about my tooth, thank you very much about that. Did get it kind of taken care of today. Still have to go back in one more time for it. So I am talking a little bit better, still a little sore. But it was a day. So thank you very much to everybody out there with the concerns. Congrats to Brett Summers on the race win here. He wanted this race. You could tell he had it locked in. And not only after the fact, but the two tires that he had, he was able to drive away, and he had a huge lead at the end. So congrats on the race win. The Bombay native is just going to be awesome. Daytona next week for the season, this regular season championship for the NECRL. Tune in for that tomorrow night. The Winston Throwback Series back in action again. Wheels America Cup Series on Thursday, and you see the stream schedule on the top. That is the Iracing stream schedule. Personal gaming streams that kind of just do. You just got to go to twitch.tv/signature esports for all of that. Follow me on all the platforms. I'm on social media kind of everywhere. They call me Signature Esports, but my name is Jason. Much love to you. We'll see you in the next one, folks.